It has been said by the masses that in order to make a good comic book movie, you need to have an amazing villain, arguably even more important than having a amazing hero. So, today we are going to discuss the best comic book villains of the 2020s so far. First of all, the villains that were harmed by being a part of an awful movie. And nobody comes more to mind than Gore the God Butcher from Thor Love and Thunder. Hey, I already have told you what I think about Thor Love and Thunder, so let's not sour ourselves with that. What I'm going to talk about is how good Gore was in this movie. He was such a diabolical, justified heel that you just always love to get behind because he was wronged by the gods and now he wants to butcher them. And they casted the best person they could have casted, the comic book legend Christian Bale himself, but then they fumbled it up. But he was a great villain, you have to amend that. And then secondly, I would like to talk about Wanda Maximoff. She was also an amazing villain, although not that emphatic villain because Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was shit, and also we have already seen her play a villain and a very good one in WandaVision, so it was just, it felt like they were reusing the redemption arc of Wanda Maximoff. So now let's get to our top heavy hitters. First of all, Spider-Man 2099. This guy wasn't a villain. Of course he wasn't a villain. He was of course justified. What could have he done? He could have done anything and it could have resulted in the same outcome. So I don't think he's a villain. But that's a good antagonist where the people can questioning himself that is he a villain or not. So Spider-Man 2099 come into this conversation. Now let's talk about number 6, which is the Void. I love how they gave us this slow burn of the Void with him slowly getting manipulated and cheated on and then finally snapping and turning him into Void and then flipping the city into their worst nightmares. So I love the Void and I love everything that was happened in the Thunderbolts. So number 6 had to be the Void. And number 5, I would go with Harry Osborn from aka the Green Goblin from Spider-Man No Way Home. A decade after his first legendary performance, William Dafoe gave an arguably an even better performance in Spider-Man No Way Home. He just works so amazingly with this twisted, double personality villain who is just the most sympathetic person to begin with and then the most savage, the most this diabolical villain that you could think of who is just killing people and flying around the city dropping bombs on their asses.